Hello, Twitch. Hello,
Hello, hello.
Twitch. Oh God, I can hear
Hello.
myself. I didn't mute it.
Hello.
I'm a terrible streamer. All right. We are Quests and Jests. We are starting our session 1. Got a little bit into the campaign in session 0, but before that, we have some announcements.
So first, I think we'll give a little shout out to Quest Accepted D&D. We've been interacting with them here on Twitch a little bit. They're on YouTube. They're on TikTok as well. They might be in other places. I haven't quite found them out yet. But they had posed a bit of a challenge. They wanted to hit, I believe it was 150 followers on Twitch, with the reward being their DM will run a one-shot dressed in a maid's outfit. So once we found that out, naturally I had to mobilize what following we had, and videos went up on TikTok and YouTube. And I know I got at least one, but they have reached that, and so I'm looking forward to seeing said DM in said maid outfit because I think that's going to be hilarious. And the other announcement is
Your game.
Yeah, no, I'm just reading what happened there. That's weird. Okay. Yes, so we are running a second campaign on Wednesdays, which will be the same time, 6 to 9 or 9 to 12, depending on which time zone you're in. This is returning to the Ever Chosen campaign that we ran previously. What are you guys at now? Level 8? Level 9? Something like that? 8? Um, and we're kind of picking up from the middle of that. There's going to be a recap, so if you haven't followed it when we were over with the other group, we'll get you all caught up to speed. And yeah, shit's getting real. It's fun.
I'm a rogue.
I am so excited to join, and I love my character, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Oh, and I got the plans. I got so many plans. Like, I've got the greatest plans. You don't even know. They're not even like concepts of a plan. They're just like the best plans.
Absolutely huge plans. The greatest.
And then
Let's
I shall
move away
come in
from
and
that.
ruin all of those plans with a single sentence. Do you want
Vortex
to pull a
card.
card?
Oh yeah, no,
Want a
that one
colored
too.
card?
Yeah.
Our first sponsor of the night is electricity, because the novelty of sitting in the dark with your cat by the fireplace wears off after a couple of hours. Electricity, ain't it nice?
Oh my god, Mama
That's our
Miri's
only
in
sponsor.
chat.
Who's in chat?
Mama Miri, she's from TikTok. She's amazing.
Nice.
Hello.
That was Dan's little reference in that he won't be appearing on camera because electricity went out. Thanks, Winner. But he's still playing with us, so thanks, Dan. Yes, you are important, Mama. We know you all by name. Let's do a little recap. Does anybody want to maybe do an in-character recap for me, or... No? That's a no from you, Booty. Okay, what do you remember from last session?
Oh,
Um.
go for it.
I like the
Well, we got to the city, and the guards had blocked it. And oh god, Donnie, what's your character's name?
It's the
Derek.
hardest of all the names. It's Derek.
Right, Derek tried to convince the guards to let him in, but they said 200 gold. Nobody has 200 gold, so they turned us away. We got ourselves hired by the caravan guy to take the rest of the caravan to the Necropolis, and we did a really poor job because of a sandstorm getting there. It took a while. And then we got there, get into the Necropolis, and there's goons that are like monetizing a well, which my character was not happy about, because why do you have to pay for water? Doesn't make sense. So we had an interaction there. I almost attacked them. Cooler heads prevailed. And then we found there are like 2 other sets of wells One is slightly nice. Well, one is slightly nicer, and then one is really nice. And then I don't know everybody's characters' names because you don't have it on your little screen. Let me think.
Fenric.
What's his name? Fenric and
Nikamont.
Nigamond went into the center of this like necropolis, and and it was like they went in. There was like these like pillars and shit, and Fenric
Mhm.
turned invisible just as a specter was coming out, and then Nigamond laughed his ass off. That's what I remember.
Fairly good. For that, you get an inspiration because I'm a generous DM like that.
Fuck yeah.
And yes, if you do recaps, you get inspiration. So work. You better work.
You said in
Okay.
character, and I wasn't ready for the accent yet.
See, Fox. The one thing though is inspiration doesn't really give as much like emphasis because like most of us are human, so we get inspiration just naturally.
But that's okay because she's a tiefling, so it's all
Taking away
good.
from
I am a
you.
tiefling.
What
Taking
about
away your inspiration?
there's that homebrew like inspiration tokens
What's that?
where you
What?
can have multiple inspiration points. You guys never seen that? Where like the
No.
DMs they give you inspiration coins or tokens, and then so like you have multiple inspiration points.
Yes, I shall swim in advantage.
I don't know much about that, but where we left off, we had our lovely Fenric and Nikomund step right into the mausoleum.
That's what it's called, a
And right
mausoleum.
as
Jesus.
there,
Yeah, yep.
and
just
right as they stepped in, Fenric sneezed, turned invisible, and Nikomund was standing at the entrance. As what he saw was basically the halfling being replaced by a suddenly appearing specter. But let us put some good music as we get to some initiative. Alright, nobody move your characters. Let me put them into initiative.
Okay, Fox's combat music beats mine on Fantasy Plus by a wide margin.
You're welcome. I'd like to thank Tabletop Audio for their fucking amazing Patreon. That's where I get my music.
I was so
bosses and
prepared for this
friends.
session. I have 2 sources of water because we're in the desert. I've got mason jar water and water bottle.
Waddle bottle?
Water bottle.
Waddle bottle.
No water bottle.
I'm not ready
got
for this
nerfed.
accent. That's your
You
drink
better be
counter.
out
How
of
many
it.
times I fuck up the accent?
Is everybody on the initiative? I think so.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I rolled a 20, so you should give me a
20?
22. Yes.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Wait.
Oh, what?
Huh?
I'm so confused.
Hold
What
on.
happened?
I'm confused too. One sec.
I pressed a button and it.
I didn't roll.
Roll in. Hold on. Give a second. Technical issues. It's just session 1. Let me see what I did. Oh. I know what this is.
I think it's just that we're in order rather than it being rolled.
1 second, honey.
I mean, I don't
Oh.
mind going for.
Oh, she called you honey.
Honey.
I love that comedy bit.
Wise. That was terrifying. What was terrifying?
The music, I accidentally had it playing on both browsers because you made me self-conscious earlier. So not only did it hit with a good intro, it hit double as loud for Twitch.
Oh god. We're
Technical
so good at this.
technical
Profess-
difficulties.
Professional.
It's just minor meltdown.
I'm about to have a minor meltdown. I'm sorry, Heather.
RBMK
Okay.
reactor, perfectly safe.
Not good, not bad.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yeah, it should appear now.
And I got a natural 20 for 22.
Oh, I got a natural 20 for.
God,
Oh no,
not-
that was somebody else got a natural 20. Fuck
That was
me, I
me.
got a 6. I hate you.
Come on,
Alright,
boys.
kids. Alright, kids, calm down.
Hey, dude, he's my brother. I'm allowed to get angry.
I know.
Damn. Shadow. Oh shit.
Don't you worry about it.
Quick, everybody metagame. It's a shadow.
Now here's the fun part, because 24 rules. Does anyone want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's run away from the specter.
I will
What's that
switch my.
You have.
I
alert.
will switch my initiative with Hakeem,
Yeah.
because
With
I am
Hakeem or with Fenric.
with Hakeem. He put his hand up first.
Oh, okay.
I hate you. You're making me do work.
I'm ready
Give me a
to punch
second.
some ghosts.
It's the 2024. You get an origin feat. Mine is
Yeah,
alert.
Alert. Yeah. Yeah. The new alert looked interesting.
Oh
Eric,
boy.
what was your initiative?
25.
Mine was 14.
Okay, well. Nope, I did good.
Ooh, when you rolled it back, I didn't get my Yatagan sword. They gave me back a spear.
Okay, hold on, everybody. Give me a second.
Oh wait,
25 for
never mind.
Hakeem.
that was D&D Beyond. I'm dumb.
Alrighty, that should be everybody. Alright, I'm gonna start combat. Gonna do this fresh. Everybody's rolled their initiative. Equipment, even though you rolled nat 20, apparently Hakeem is faster. Start with Hakeem.
He's not in the mausoleum.
He is not.
What do I
do-
hear?
You hear. You could lower the music a little bit for
Yeah, I'm
the
working
people on
on it.
Twitch. Thanks, buddy.
Hear Nikomon laughing uproariously.
That's what you hear, actually. What is your passive perception? Let me see.
He's 15.
15. I would say you can hear a little bit of a, if you pay attention, you can hear a little bit of an unearthly sound that you're not really sure what it is, but it makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up.
Can I roll an insight check to see if I feel like I should head towards the mausoleum?
Why insight?
Because you said it made the
I feel like
hair
it'd
on
be-
the back of my neck stand up.
Instinct. I'd say go for either a perception or straight intelligence.
Well, I'll take the perception. That works just the same.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was almost bad. 19.
19. Something is amiss. And you look around and you see not everybody that started off with you is here. And if
What
you
is-
hear Nikoman's laughter, maybe the tiny little guy. Maybe it's a prank or something, but you're unsettled.
What is my movement speed on Hakeem right now?
Pardon?
I'm new to this character. What is his movement speed? I don't remember. I think it's 40.
40.
If you scroll over the pictures at the top, it tells you your health, AC, speed, and spell DC,
Oh, really?
which is really cool. And I kind of want to steal this.
Okay, so 10 feet. That's measurement. My bad. 10 feet to there.
Mhm.
40 feet to there. Looking inside, what do I see?
Well, at the moment, you see the tile for the mausoleum. You do not see our little buddy Fenric. Let me just give him invisibility. But you do see what looks like a ghostly apparition, a specter of sorts. I don't believe you've encountered such things before.
I don't think so.
But you do see
either.
Nikoman standing right beside you, and he's just laughing at what he's seeing, which looks slightly terrifying to you.
My friend, what happened?
It's a great prank.
What do you
And I'll
mean?
just point at
Prank.
where Fenric is. And I can't even speak. I'm laughing so hard.
Okay, I will. Features. Where is my Step of the Wind? How do I do that?
It would be in your bonus action.
It should be, if I'm not wrong,
Possibly in your
under
features.
under your features.
I see my Hand of Healing, Hand of Harm.
Do you see your monk's focus?
Yeah.
If you right-click on that, it should give you your options that you can see. So you have Flurry of Blows, Patient Defense, Step of the Wind. Now, I believe in the new rules, you can do it as a bonus action, but then if you want to do like disengage plus dodge, then you spend a key point, focus point.
You can take dash action as a bonus action, or as an action as a bonus action, or expend one focus point to take. Okay, so I'm as a bonus action, I'm just going to dash in with Step of the Wind, and I'm not going to spend the point.
Okay.
So that would just be dash.
Just go ahead and move.
As I approach, does this thing obviously seems hostile?
Oh yeah. It does not like being... It doesn't like its place of rest being disturbed. It has this matted hair hanging in front, this skeletal, pale, all of them pale white color, slightly see-through almost, and just these mess of cloth that is just ripped and ragged and is hanging off its bones as it just sort of reaches forward. Just for some reason, it's not looking at you, it's looking at another creature. Or towards Nikoman, that seems like it.
Okay, I'm going to unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the attack one. Does a 9 hit?
No, unfortunately, it does not. You still want to describe your action for me, at least?
Yeah, so as I run in, kind of taking in that this thing is obviously not kind of cool, I'm just gonna get into my fighting stance. I'm just gonna start out with a jab. Just test out the range and make sure I'm in the right where I want to be.
It does manage to dodge out of the way of your jab. It moves eerily. It's not humanoid in nature. Like, you almost hear like a crackling of bones as it moves its head out of the way unnaturally. If it were human, the neck would be really painful right now.
Oh, I got up. Sorry, it's been so long. I got to click end turn.
Nico, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Nikoman sees Hakim run in, whiff on, air quote, Fenric, and just clutches his belly, points, and laughs even harder. And that's his turn.
Okay. Gotta love a person that's in character. And now it is the Spectre's turn. Seeing Nikoman laughing and Hakim coming up towards it, it senses its area, its territory is being invaded almost. And my lovely little Spectre is going to do a shriek. It's called Dreadful Scream, so I need everybody within 30 feet of it to make a wisdom saving throw. So that's, as long as you can hear it, that would be Hakeem, Fenric, and Nikomant.
I got 18 plus stuff. I don't know what my wisdom saving throw is offhand.
Okay, let me check for you. You'd be +3, so you pass. Fenric fails. Hakeem passes. Fenric, hearing this unnatural screech as we see its jaw sort of unhinged and it's almost floating. Its jaw unattaches from its skull. I can't speak right now. The jaw disattaches from its skull and opens up in this weird, unearthly scream. And those outside can hear it as well. And for example, Aryun, you see all of those people around you. As the sun is setting in the distance, they sort of hear that shriek, and everybody turns to look at the mausoleum.
That
That
does
would
not
be my
sound like a good thing.
Generally not. It is not going to move at the moment. So you're there, but you hear the reverberation of the scream sort of travel. And out of the corner of your eye, Hakeem, you see the shadows as the sun is setting forming from the pillars. They almost seem to move strangely. And you swear you see a bunch of hands come out of the darkness. As its scream summons some friends. Let's see. There we go. Nikomant, you see this as well. 3 different figures emerging. Pure darkness. You can't see through them. It's as if they absorb the light itself. But they start moving. One will go after you, Hakeem, with his action, and is going to try and hit you with a necrotic rend.
Oh no.
That's a crit. We're starting off
Oh,
amazing.
on a
Okay.
shadow. That's not good.
It's a little bit changed, you know.
I haven't
edited
actually
some
looked at any
things.
of the 2024s.
I also edited it my own for a little bit, so it's not
Oh,
always
nice.
exactly the same.
Oh, so
I
it's a
don't-
homebrew. Nice.
It's a little spicy one.
Is
Does it-
any of this bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage?
This would be necrotic damage. You see this shadow sort of crawl up from behind you and just take a slash at your wide open back for 10 necrotic damage.
I'm
It
glad I
has multi-attack,
Go for
so
it.
it's gonna try again.
Do it. This is what
I
I'm here
will
for.
do it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have my permission.
Does a 19 hit? I take that as yes.
Yeah, that hits. I'm level 3. Of course, that hits.
Okay, it goes for another 6 damage. But that is its turn. Its brethren floats after Nikomand, who's standing right at the entrance. You see it sort of avoids standing directly in... It sort of goes in a roundabout pattern, avoiding the patch of sunlight that extends further into this mausoleum. It sticks to the darkness.
Got
Nikomand's
it.
gonna go for you.
I'm going to use a luck point and make it roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Got it. With disadvantage,
Nice.
it rolls a 10. That misses. Let's go again.
And I'll just, as that happens, I'll go, Fenric, easy, what are you doing?
This one looks distinctly different from what Fenric turned into. You notice there are more people, not just the white specter, but these darker, shadowy creatures have come out. So it's like, maybe Fenric brought friends, who knows? 7 misses as well. Fenric, it is your turn.
All right. So as Nikomand starts, shouting, Fenric, what the hell? I'm going to step away from the specter, so attack of opportunity if you want, if you could, see me or etc.
Sure, maybe we'll try. Give me a second. Oh, it can't see you. That would be a disadvantage. Lucky you.
Don't know
If it can't see, it probably can't
see.
take.
It can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Your invisibility saved your ass. Go for it, buddy.
I like it. Okay. I'm going to. Man, there's not really a nice place to stand in here at the moment. I'm going to step back, like, behind this pillar and shout over to Nico. It's not me. And so, no, I lost the voice. So I'll have to try to pick it up as we go along.
No worries. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yes, I'm going to. Yeah, that feels like the thing. I'm going to. Man. Yeah, I'm just gonna save it. I'm gonna use a cantrip. I'm going to turn around at the one that is the first one that appeared, and nobody can see it, but I'm going to do a magical coin flip
Mm-hmm.
as I send off a sorceress burst.
Remember to target.
And then, would this be an advantage because it can't see me?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, kill. I like this plan. 9 on both.
It still hits. It's 15 hits.
Cool. Awesome. So it's going to take 7, and I'm gonna make this psychic damage.
Are you now? Okay.
Yes. Because my theory behind it is I'm going to send this off, and with this being psychic, it's gonna be like a little coin disc of magical energy
Mhm.
that shows up in my hand, but it looks like a heat shimmer, like just like a transparent field of little energy around me that I flick, and I send
Visual
flying
distortion.
into the specter.
Interesting. Okay. That's
At
7
which
damage.
point I will lose my invisibility because I did an attack.
That's true. Okay.
Nikamon sees Fenric appear and is laughing his cut like a knife. Just stops suddenly.
Yeah, so as I stand back and do that, then I'm going to keep backing out of the room a bit.
Okay.
Right there.
The specter sort of screams in pain, clutching its head in front of you, Hakeem. Didn't like that. Anything else, Fenric? You can end your turn if not.
Crap, bonus action. I think that's it for now.
Oh, and make a save against the frightened condition at the end of your turn.
I just hit it. So
Don't worry, wisdom saving throw, it's DC 13, and I believe you are a halfling and you took the brave passive feature. So that should give you advantage.
oh yeah, I
What
forgot
a
halflings
good
have
DM
that.
that knows our characters.
Thank you.
Can I have like 6 hit points back for the compliment?
No.
Worth the time.
Wisdom. That's just a wisdom roll.
You wanted to charge in, brother.
This is
Take
my
consequences.
job.
14
Heal.
just saves. Okay.
Yes.
Didic, help.
Fenric, you managed to shake off the sudden shock from seeing this horrid-looking gaunt appearance come out right in front of you, reaching for you. Derek, it's your turn.
If I was frightened, I shouldn't have made my attack at advantage. It would have negated it to a straight roll.
The first one would still be a 9 because you rolled the same thing for both, so it would still hit.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to try to keep things
Yeah.
straight.
No worries, Derek. What do you want to
Right.
do?
So, Derek hears the screaming, looks at, I'm gonna say this wrong probably, Arian?
Arian.
Arian?
I think it's Arian Shara,
Arian Shara?
but Arian.
Yeah. Gets like a little slide twinkle in his eye and goes, "Did you hear that screaming? Sounds like my second wife." And he runs off.
Okay.
And he's just gonna dash a little bit and get an angle. Whoosh. So fast. That's me.
Roger that.
It's time for my third little buddy who I almost forgot to roll initiative for. Shadow appears.
Oh, Hakeem. You're right in front of it.
Oh,
Find out how Booty's first character died in session 1 for my
You
next
ran in
trip.
It's okay.
And the others abandoned you, okay?
No, there's a plan.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I mean, to be fair, I did just move 80 feet in a turn. I don't know that Derek is capable of doing that and using action.
You don't have to say it like that. I'm not even using flanking. I'm being nice.
Use it all.
16 does not hit. I didn't remember it at first, so I'll think about it later. And 7 misses. Both of them slash at you. How do you dodge out of the way?
Just Derek. Oh, suck, not Derek. That's Azrael's character. Hakeem, like, this is you just kind of would see his face gets real stoic as he realizes, oh, I'm kind of surrounded. And it's just like Jackie Chan heads moving all over the place, just barely missing it. And he just looks calm.
For that Jackie Chan reference, you have my respect. Ariane, it's your turn.
Alright, so my mask is already down because I was trying to protect myself from the jackass way over to the other side. So I'm going to right up here because I can't actually see anything.
From what you can see, this looks to be the entrance of the mausoleum. Everything else is bricked up.
This is the entrance?
Over here. Down south.
Over there.
Yeah, between the two pillars on the south side of it.
Okay, I'm gonna strafe across.
I'm gonna say, since you're riding Gala across what are essentially gravestones, it's not ideal terrain. Could you maybe make an acrobatics check, or if you can convince me something else? Maybe for Gala or for yourself? It could be animal handling.
Well, I would. How far can Gala jump?
Ooh, let me see. She has an 18.
feet?
I'd say, yeah, 20, 18, 20.
Because I think if I...
You want to just clear over the patch of tombs with a nice high jump?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Like from here to like here.
Okay. Works for me.
Nice.
What else would
She's
you like to do?
athletic, man. Okay, so which one is the Spectre? This one?
From what you can see, there is one gaunt white figure to the left of Hakeem, and he's surrounded on the other sides by 2 dark, shadowy figures.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and shoot. How far away is she?
The Spectre right now is about...
35 feet?
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry, I have to figure out this stupid character.
No worries, take your time. First combat, we gotta... Smooth
I'm
out
just
all the
trying to-
kinks.
Oh, it doesn't actually have a distance. Okay. Sorry.
I might have
Okay,
disabled
so
that.
what's that?
The thing where you scroll over and it shows you the distance, I might have disabled that.
I'm going to shoot with my steps bow,
Mm-hmm.
and because I am... Oh wait, I guess I should roll to see if I hit. I do not.
Do you have extra attack or just the one?
We're only level 3.
Just checking. Gosh.
Unfortunately, we are not there yet.
She's just rubbing it in.
Okay, well,
Why, yes, I'll take
Guys,
that.
I'm
Second
here to
one, thank
see you succeed. Haven't even killed anybody yet. It's only been one round.
I think that might be all I can do.
Okay,
Well then, hooey.
go ahead and end your turn.
Yes.
Brings us back to Hakeem.
Hakeem is not liking this right now. So he's going to use his action to do Hand of Healing on himself. Let me target the right thing. Okay, I get 6 points of healing back. And then I will do another focus point. Wait. Let's focus. Yeah, I'll do another focus point to take the disengage and disengage and dodge action as a bonus action for patient defense.
Gotcha.
But I'm going to stay where I am. I'm just doing it so I can get the dodge as a bonus action. And that is
Okay.
turn.
Nikoman, it's your turn. You see
All right.
sort of Hakeem taking on 3 at once. There's one right beside you.
All right, Nikomon's gonna pick up his giant hammer. And he's gonna use his last luck. And he's gonna take a swing at it, and he's inadvertently going to. He doesn't know this is happening, but he's gonna cast Vengeful Blade. I think that's the name of the spell. And from what I remember, the way it works is basically if I hit him, it does normal weapon damage, and then if he moves or attacks, he takes the Vengeful Blade damage. And I
It's
think that's the way it
not-
works.
It's not moves. It's how Vengeful. I think it's Vengeful Strike, Vengeful Blade, one of those. But how that
Oh.
one works is if the target attacks or casts a spell, then they take extra damage on top of it.
Okay.
So you're using your luck point to roll advantage on your attack?
Yes. So I get.
Let me know what you get. It's +6 for you. Daddy boy, what you roll?
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, he's back.
Let's give
Sorry,
him a
something's happening. Can you hear me now?
moment. Yes, we can.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know what that was. I rolled a 7 and a 13, so 19 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that would hit. Roll damage for me.
And then the Great Maul, is that a D12 or is that 2d6?
Maul is
Let me
2d6.
check.
Yeah, Maul is 2d6. It's like a great
2d6 plus 4. Yeah. It's like having
That's-
my own Dungeon Master's Guide sitting right next to me. Thanks, buddy.
That's 2 5s plus I think the 4 of damage. And Nikomon isn't aware this is happening, but the damage is going to be radiant.
Oh, is it now? Okay.
Interesting.
I double check. I think I have that ability already, but I can change the damage to necrotic, radiant, or psychic.
I believe I've heard of this. So it would be 5 plus 5 plus 4. So that'd be 14 damage. As you try to smash the shadow with your maul, it sparks. The head of the maul sparks like this bright white blinding light. And, well, instead of taking the amount of damage you expected, you see it sort of rears back, screaming in pain from the radiant damage, almost as if it's hurting it more than it should. The shadows are vulnerable to radiant damage. Anything else that you would like to do?
Would I be able to step into the light from where I am without taking an attack of opportunity?
Yes, you would. You're standing right near the entrance. You step into the light, and you see, as the shadow reaches out for you, it flinches back away from the light.
Alright, I'm just going to stand in the light. And
Gotcha.
that's it. That's my turn. And then if it attacks me or casts a spell, it takes a 1d8 necrotic.
Okay.
If it attacks anybody, as long as the creature itself doesn't be an attack action or casts any spell, then it takes extra damage.
Got it.
Gotcha. It is now my Spectre's turn. Let's see what my Spectre would like to do. It is going to use its incorporeal movement to sort of move through the sides of the pillars, avoiding the sunlight, and pop out right behind this pillar right next to Fenric, and it's going to go for Fenric, the one who originally disturbed its rest.
As I see it, I'm just gonna
Hakeem.
turn around and be like, "Hey! Not again!"
Let me see. I think you can take an opportunity attack if you want to.
That would be you, Hakeem.
Monk's
You're
son,
muted.
you are muted.
Yeah, I was just thinking, do I want to? And I do.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna punch it.
Punch it.
Nice.
17.
Yeah, that'll hit. It's not an armored specter. It's just bone. Oof.
10 damage.
Nice. It sort of takes it, and you see one of its ribs like crack, but it still continues its focus towards Fenric, and it's gonna do its life drain.
Oh no, I don't like the sound of this. Can I opt for no?
That's 22 to hit. Does that hit?
I'm going to reaction do a silvery barbs because I'd really not like to take this hit.
Okay, go ahead and cast it.
Yep.
This is one spell I really do not like. Okay. Must reroll d20, use the lower roll, so plus 4.
It forces disadvantage.
Well, the other one was a 19.
Oh
so-
no!
Guys, I didn't rig the dice, I promise. So that still hits.
Yep.
You know who
but
says
you can
that?
choose another creature.
Someone who rigged
And-
the dice. Get in the comments.
You can give.
I'll give advantage to Hakeem.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Hakeem, remember you have advantage.
Thank you.
Now for my
So you
life
see like a
drain.
little mote of golden light like shoot forth over into Hakeem, and it like sticks into your hands or something. I don't know.
A sort of golden glow surrounds your hands. Very gentle, doesn't feel like much, sort of like a slight buzzing. So you take 8 damage, and I need you to make, I'd say,
It does.
doesn't say anything about a con save, but I'm gonna
There
let
is
you
no
try.
save. There is no save.
No.
Am I feeling generous?
What's it do?
I will say do a con save before I take. I'll put a DC in mind, but do a con save for me.
Okay.
You are a generous DM
I
for
know.
that.
I don't want to kill you for the
Spec-
first one.
Session 1.
Man, I almost killed a level freaking 12 with a spec.
So you were saying, what
Spectre.
am I gonna get hit with? Because I don't think a 5 does anything.
You get hit with 8 damage,
Uh-huh.
and you take a -8 to your... Wait, you already took damage before?
I applied it to myself.
Oh, don't apply it to yourself, because I can apply it to you.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
do that. It's automated. But yes, your hit point total goes down by 8.
That's not nice.
Mm-hmm.
And you're bloody.
You
Look at
disturbed
that.
my sleep. You disturbed my sleep. Just
Yeah,
remember that
so-
for now. Because it goes away on a long rest or something, I think.
God.
Okay, so I both take the damage and I'm reduced.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't just like I take the damage first and then I'm reduced to that point, or
Your
You go
maximum
from
HP.
18
okay.
is reduced.
So
So
I'm
you
just
should
trying to
be at...
figure out if I'm at 2 or if I'm at 10.
You're at 10 because you doubled the damage.
Okay,
So...
okay.
Yeah. So you're at 10 and your max is now at 10. I'll not change anything on your sheet for now. Just keep that in mind.
He's a level 1 character again.
Shadow going to strike Hakim.
See? I don't roll high every time.
I was going to add that it
7
has to be at
misses.
disadvantage because I
Oh,
dodged.
you're at dodge. Well, it doesn't hit either way. And the second one is a nat 1. So both attacks miss. You're just doing your matrix dodging. Next one is going to be my injured shadow. He tries to reach for you, Nikuman, but you're out of the way. It is instead... Let's see... Incorporeal movement... Amorphous... Shadow stealth. It's gonna slink back into the shadows. It's feeling wounded and gonna use its bonus action to hide. Shadow stealth. Fenric, it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to like clutch my
Oh.
arm
Oh,
as
thank you
as
for
the-
following Mavito.
Hello,
Yeah, nothing
Mavito.
go.
Alright, so as the specter, well, how does it look for its life drain?
How does it look for its life drain? It
Yeah.
looks... It's got a couple of cracked ribs, but it's still mostly holding
No,
together.
no, like when it does it. When it did
When
its
it
life
does it?
drain on me.
It reached into your chest with its grasping claws of bone and just sort of... You felt like the breath itself was being stolen from you. You felt 5 points of piercing cold enter your chest and steal the warmth from you.
So I'm going to, like, with one hand, clutch my chest, and then I don't have any. Crap. Can I?
What you want to do, buddy?
Going to. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna try a thing because he's freaking out about this ghost just trying to, steal his soul, is what it feels like. So I'm going to burn a couple sorcery points, which would be my last 2. So I'm at 0 now, because I'm going to use Quicken spell, and I am going to try to vortex warp the specter in front of me.
Indeed. Where are you trying to vortex warp it?
We'll find out if it works.
So that's your action. It has to make a DC 14 con save. It's a 16.
Alright, so it doesn't get teleported.
Yeah.
Into the sunlight.
That was the plan, but it didn't get
It
teleported.
passed. Yeah.
So instead, I'm gonna try to back away. So go ahead and do a attack of opportunity.
We'll try, since you offered so nicely. Ten does not hit, so you're free to move.
Just out of curiosity, you used Quicken Spell to make Vortex Warp into a bonus action. Why not just use your action to disengage?
I didn't think about that.
Don't worry, buddy. I got you.
I always think about disengage as like a rogue thing.
Disengage as a bonus action is a rogue thing. Or a monk
Everybody
thing.
can disengage. It's not.
I always forget that it's an option.
You still have your action if you want to do something.
My action is I'm going to turn around and standing several feet in the light. I'm going to shields. I'm just going to turn around and do another coin flick, sending forth another translucent burst of energy.
Go for it.
A 17.
17. Oh, yeah, that'll hit. What kind of damage are you doing?
Oh, and I can change the damage type here. Nifty. It actually gives me
Radiant
the full list
is not an
whenever
option.
I know, I don't have
Yeah.
Radiant. I'm just going to keep it psychic because I'm going to keep going along the same vein of sending forth translucent bolts of psychic energy.
Kind of like Magneto with the coin when he pushes it through somebody.
Yeah, except instead of it being a
sick.
solid metal, it's just... Whoop, 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 whoop.
Okay,
Oh, why did
that's
it
solid
do-
damage.
Why did it do 50?
15.
No, I don't do
It
that
did
much.
1d8 times 4.
Why is
Oh.
it doing that?
Interesting.
Weird.
I'll check that.
It's
So, what's
because
your damage supposed
it's
to be?
because on Sorceress Burst, if you roll an 8, it rolls again, and his first damage dice was an 8. So your second
Oh.
damage
Oh.
die was a
It
7.
auto applied it for me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
know it
that
did
new 2024 Sorcerer. I think
I
Wizards
knew
get
it would
it
do
too.
that. No, it's just purely a sorcerer thing.
Well, in
I
that
just
case-
didn't know it would auto apply the 8.
Foundry, we love it. How do you want to do this?
Nice. Vengeance. So as I turn around, I'm going to just do a quick, like he's shaken up at this thing reaching into his chest. And so he's going to turn around holding his chest and just have a little going for trouble. Fire, and then fire it off his little bolt of energy as it flies into the Spectre's skull and applies psychic damage to it somehow.
Alright.
I'm
You
not sure.
push the coin through its skull and it just sort of seems to disintegrate. Its skull, you see, kind of crumbles into very fine powder and it just falls into a little pile of dust on the floor. But the shadows are still around you. Is there anything else you would like to do?
That'll be it for now, because that's my...
Okay.
Yeah, that's spells.
Derek, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna try some barge shenanigans now, because let's make sure I know what I'm doing. I will first target the shadow that's directly in front of Hakeem. And I will say some very unsettling words to it.
I want to hear the words.
My question to you is, can you see the shadow from where you are?
It shows that I can.
The pillar would technically be in your way. I know that tiles disappear so you can see what's inside, but the entire mausoleum is that only the entrance is where you should be able to see. Yeah, that'd do it.
Better? Okay.
Come into range of my pretties.
Where did it go? So just sees the shadow and goes, I understand why you're hiding in the shadows. It sucks when you're that ugly.
Slay, alright.
Applies vicious mockery.
No, I'm gonna go for dissonant whispers.
Ooh, that's
Roll
my
from
boy.
the next saving throw. Okay. Gotcha.
So it's a DC 14 with a minus, what's it, D6 for me, I think, right now?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so minus D6 to your save.
Gotcha. Give me a second. Wisdom save.
Minus 1d6. Normal.
Can't get more minus than a 1, so I'm just gonna say that's a critical failure. Go ahead and do your damage.
For 10 damage.
Alright. You see
That's
it
me.
visibly cries a little bit as it hits.
It's turn of my shadow. Shadow is going to necrotic friend Hakim.
I believe a 19 would hit. And then for the second attack, it's gonna try again. That's a 21.
Wait, are those at
Hit.
disadvantage?
Oh, you're still dodging?
Yeah, I haven't had my turn yet.
Okay. Let me roll again.
So that one
Just
attack
2 more
hits.
d10s.
Unless you, well, I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
okay. I'll roll it. I'll roll one more again. Not that. Disadvantage. Okay, so the second one misses. The first attack hits with 10 damage to necrotic.
Okay. I
You
see
are once
you.
again bloodied. Ariane, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to shoot at this one. Where is it? This one. Remembering this time
Gotcha.
that I do have like inspiration if I miss. 'Cause
I
I'm
believe you
pretty
have
sure
to
it's
call out before.
No,
for
heroic inspiration is a reroll. I looked it up.
Okay, perfect. Gorgeous. Because then I don't have to remember these things.
And it's any dice. I can reroll any dice. Including and then I have an ability that lets me roll, what is it? Savage Attacker.
Mhm.
Jane blah blah blah. Once per turn, when I hit a creature with a weapon, I can roll the damage die twice and use either roll against the target.
So you can basically roll 2 damages. And then we just take whichever one you want.
So that's okay. So the second one was better. So 1 extra damage.
Gotcha. So that would be
11.
11.
He needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. DC 12. My Wisdom saves suck.
For what is... which
For
feature is
my
this?
Mask of Terror. So,
Okay.
feed on. Wait. I think it's this one.
I believe I automated it, so you can try click your features, Mask of Terror.
Yeah, I don't know which. Is it this one?
Yep, DC Wisdom 12.
Yeah.
Where is... Oh, brother. There we go. Wisdom
Oh.
12.
Fox, just to add to the complication for you.
Uh-huh.
Forgot about the extra part to Dissonant Whispers. That shadow has to use its reaction to run as fast as it can away from me.
Oh. Well, it saves on the Mask of Terror, but as it looks in your direction, Arian, where you shot it, It takes a second glance at this fancy-looking, pompous, middle-aged man, and it's going to squash itself against the wall using its reaction, which means I think Hakeem gets an opportunity attack.
Did I already use my reaction
Force-
this round, or was that the round before?
You did.
This round, I think.
Yeah.
Forced movement. Although, never mind. He's using his reaction to move. So yeah.
But no, so I don't have a reaction to respond to this.
You haven't gotten it back. It flattens itself against the wall as about as far as it can go. It doesn't want to go out.
I'm going to action surge.
Oh, sorry. Go for it.
Come on, dude. I got lots of things.
My bad.
And then I'm going to try and shoot it with the bow again.
Roger that.
24
That'd hit.
to hit. Oof. I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll that.
Okay, go ahead.
Because that sucked. Ha!
Is your
Alright,
savage
well,
attacker
yeah.
just once a turn?
Savage attacker is once per turn. Yeah.
Anything
Yeah,
else?
she's just like in quick succession. Boom, boom.
Very nice.
And, oh, sorry. Yeah, that's my turn. I guess I
We'll
should
get the
do
hang
that.
of it. We'll get the hang of it. Hakeem,
What you
Okay.
doing, buddy?
Hakeem is going to target the one in front of him and punch. Oh, I get advantage though. Hang on, let me re-roll that.
oh yeah, from
Oh,
Silver Barbs.
15.
That misses.
Okay.
By one.
Oh, what is that? We just got notified that we're getting raided by Quest Accepted D&D with 7 people. Hello, raiders.
Hello, hello.
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 Welcome.
Can somebody give a shout out to Quest Accepted? For those joining who don't know who we are Quests and Jests. This is our session 1 of our Empires of the Silk Road campaign from Historica Arcanum. Thank you for the follow, Birdstrike. This is set in historical 13th century Silk Road with some fantasy elements, and right now I'm getting my cheeks clapped by some shadows inside a mausoleum. So,
Shouldn't have gone in.
that's not who I am. I am going to... Let me double check that this works this way. Okay, I'm going to bonus action Flurry of Blows. Let me click the
Okay.
button.
Please do.
That is my last focus point.
Did you roll your damage on the first one?
He didn't hit yet.
Oh, I didn't hit, so that doesn't matter. Take that back. Sorry. First, see, you got me all confused in front of the raiders. Okay, so first bonus attack action is going to be a 21.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll do that 5 damage if that works for you. And for the second one, when I use Flurry of Blows, I can do Hand of Healing without expending another focus point. So I am going to use that second attack and instead do Hand of Healing on myself.
One for you, one for me.
One for me.
And I'll take 6
Can you
points
describe what
back.
it looks like
So
when you do this?
now that Hakeem's kind of figured out his range, he throws a jab and a right cross, and as that second hand lands kind of on the chin of the shadow, he's just gonna touch his chest and just, you see like a little puff of, I guess it'd be like white light as he kind of heals back a little bit of damage, just more looking like he kind of centers himself and takes a deep breath in that moment of distraction.
All right. Anything else?
No, that is my turn.
Necromant, you're up. There is one shadow within 5 feet of you that's looking badly injured. right inside the mausoleum, and there's another 2. One that has run away, and one that's right in front of Hakim.
Is the one that's in front of Hakim between me and Hakim?
No, he's behind Hakim, so Hakim is in between.
There's about a 15-foot gap between you and Hakim.
Okay. Then I'll just go for the one right by me, and I will. That's the one I vengeful bladed, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, and I'll just swing my great maul over my head and kind of smash him like a carnival fair belt thingy. And
Okay.
I got that's cocked. 7 and 11, so 17.
Oh, yeah, that would hit.
Okay.
I think its AC is 16. Yep.
Okay, and then my 2d6 is a 1 and a 6 plus 4, and it's going to be radiant damage again. But again,
Alright.
Nigamon doesn't know that this is happening.
How do you want to end
And-
this one? Give me a little flavor.
Well, Nigamon would like to rage, and then he raises his hammer way over his head, kind of jumps up in the air, and smashes it down as hard as he can, straight down onto the shadow.
It comes down and there is a slight crack of the marble in the mausoleum floor, and the shadow completely dissipates right in front of your hammer as it lands. Yeah,
And there's a
so
look
my
of glee on Nikamon's face, and that's his turn.
Alrighty. It's time for my lovely shadow with 2 hit points that's trying to run away. 'Cause there's nowhere to run. There's really nowhere to run. It's gonna hide behind its brother and take the dodge action as it can. That's all it can do. Or does what was it? Dissonant Whispers. How long does the running away last, Mr. Bard?
Oh, it's just that one reaction.
Okay. Well, it's gonna go to its brother's side. I'm gonna attack this monk that keeps healing itself. Slashes for you. Damn. 11 misses. That one hits 22.
As I see that one trying to land on my monk friend who helped save me, I'm going to cast another silvery barbs.
Gosh darn it. Okay, so that's a disadvantage.
And then I will
Let's see.
again give him advantage.
Oof. I'm guessing 9 misses. How does your silvery barbs look like when it stops the claw of this shadow from killing?
It's
Your friend.
gonna be... Crap, what is it? It's magically distracted. I'm going to shoot forth a little, like, a magical coin. It's gonna look like a gold coin that kind of shoots forth, floating in front of it for a moment as it's in the middle of doing its action. And then after it misses, the coin is gonna like slip into Hakim's pocket, and then he's gonna glow with that little bit of golden energy for a moment.
Yes.
God. Well, that misses, so that's the shadow's turn. Up next is Fenric.
Okay.
These 2 remaining shadows are not looking good.
I'm gonna go for the one that just tried to attack him on the left with another Sorcerer's Burst. Yeah, I don't think an 11's gonna do much.
Nope, it dodges the way out of the coin. It's getting used to your coin flippiness.
And I don't think I have anything else really going on for the moment. Yeah, I think that's my turn. It's just gonna be pretty short and sweet.
Mr.
Also-
Emil.
If any of you guys are fans of WWE, like old school wrestling, Steve actually shares a body. Steve from Quest Accepted with Macho Man Randy Savage, and sometimes midstream that Macho Man takes over. It's hilarious.
Now this I gotta see.
Interesting.
Alright, S.
Okay. So we got a couple dead shadows. I'll actually step forward so I can see. Because the one that's on the left looks like it's a little worse for wear there, right?
They're both pretty bad. The one on the left's barely corporeal at this moment. It's like he's knocking on death's door almost.
Knock, knock,
Almost.
knocking.
Well, look at that one. And I'll just be a little vicious with it.
Wisdom saving throw.
Come on.
These not wise shadows are quite wise.
He doesn't really care about what you're saying. He's literally bleeding out shadow everywhere.
Well, I was gonna say,
trying to take down.
must suck to die twice, but I will then turn to Hakeem and say, "You okay there? Do you need a little bit of help? Cause I got you."
Thank you, my friend. Ooh,
You get a mighty 6 back.
every little bit, man. Actually,
I'll step
makes
back
me
in front of
not
the
so
scary
bad.
horse lady.
Alrighty. These two final shadows are not looking good, but he is going to try his very best. They seem to be focusing on the person in front of them, whoever's left in the mausoleum. They seem to be ignoring those that are outside with their actions. 11 misses. 7 misses. That's his turn.
Oh, whoops. I guess I should be on the right screen. Okay. So the one that I've been hitting, it looks like it's on death's door. I'm going to try and shoot again.
Nice.
Of course, the one that has like 2 hit points.
Literally, slain. Overkill.
Yeah.
You shoot your arrow and it goes through right in the central mass of it, and it loses all corporeality. Why do I do this to myself by using fancy words? But it falls apart.
That's all I've got. It's just one shot. It's a very good shot. Well aimed. You know. Doesn't take any time to do it, just like pew, pops it off.
You know, she's just casually standing outside the mausoleum, just like
On my
another
beautiful
one,
horse.
Another one.
Like,
Just a
alright,
little
I'll
bit of
contribute.
wind.
You're good.
Pretty much.
Hakeem, my boy, it's you.
Oh, my turn. All right. I am going to punch his face.
You can certainly try. Go for it. You're gonna have to try a little bit harder than that, buddy.
Okay. Bonus action, punch his face again because I made an unarmed strike.
Uh-huh.
Mother of God.
Well, I think you're starting to feel the exhaustion. Nikoman, there's one shadow left right in front of Hakeem that's about 20 feet away from you.
Whatever happened to the spirit? Is that still there, or we kill it already?
That one,
the first
Fenric.
Okay. Alright, well, if there's one shadow left, I'm gonna gleefully laughing run up, and I'm gonna do the overhead strike again and try and hit it. And I'm not flanking, correct?
No.
Okay,
I mean,
then.
you could if you wanted to.
Yep, too late. Already rolled. It's a 3. So that's a 9.
Okay. A 9 misses. If you want to move before you take your next attack. Oh, you don't have extra, huh?
I don't have extra what?
You don't have
No,
extra
we're level
attack
3.
right now.
She keeps
I mean,
asking
if you
us.
want to give us the 2 levels and just make it simpler on yourself.
I could have made you level 1. Technically.
She could have.
Anything else, Nico?
I don't remember what my bonus actions are. I think that's pretty much it. Well, that's my turn.
Gotcha. Fenric, spare us all. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna send forth another magic coin.
Alrighty.
They're singing.
There we go.
25
Nice.
plus damage coming in.
They're singing "Go the Distance" in chat.
I didn't even
for
read what they were
Neat-
saying, though.
For Nikamon's benefit, he rolled a 25 to hit and a 1 point of damage.
Okay, I apply the 1
Uh.
point of damage. Is there anything else? Am
Nope.
I suffering already? Come on, people. Derek, are you gonna be the one who steps up to the plate?
I'll have to burn like an actual spell slot for that. No. I'm just gonna try and viciously mock it again.
Please crit.
Uh.
Oh my god, I just can't stop rolling really high wisdoms.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
Thank you so much. You know what? This shadow is getting real sick and tired of this shit. Come on, kick his ass.
Oh, there you go.
Now we're ducking. So 1 on Hakim. That's 6 damage. And then the next one is gonna go for Nikomund. Just to throw some variety in there, you know, because Hakim keeps getting beat up. It's a little bland. Oof. 13 misses.
Yep.
Back
Okay.
to you, Aryun.
I am going to very casually pull back my arrow and let it fly, and I miss.
You're a little too
With a
casual.
natural 1. I imagine, like, what is my horse's name again? Fuck.
Shirun.
Shirun is trying really hard to bite Fenric, as she's just kind of pissed off that she's standing there, and she, like, pins her ears and, like, goes to chomp as I let my arrow go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So as the horse tries to eat my head,
Yeah.
She doesn't, like, come near you, but she goes...
yeah, I'll just kind of quickly like whip around real quick. I'm already holding my chest because I got Kalimad by a ghost.
Mother of God!
Come on, Hakim, come on.
Bonus action. I got a roundhouse kick right for his head. Please.
Oh, let's go. I believe in you.
No,
I shouldn't have.
I am feeling tired. Oh wait, I have bardic inspiration.
No,
Didn't
you
you
don't.
give me? No?
no, I gave unsettling words to the one shadow.
Well,
Did you
shit.
have
Did you
a
use the
second
advantage
silvery
did-
barbs?
I did have silvery barbs that I haven't used yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
go
that
for it.
doesn't
One
do
more.
anything for this. Because it
Well,
makes it...
It
It's
would give me
advantage on any
advantage,
roll.
so that's
Yeah.
one of my
Dude,
attacks
silvery
misses.
barbs you can use on yourself?
No. When you
can give
use
it to
it,
yourself.
when
That's
you
what I
use when you use
Oh,
silvery
yeah, yeah.
barbs, you enforce disadvantage on them, and you give advantage to someone else.
Right. Okay,
Mhm.
sorry, my brain
Okay.
is lovely.
That's okay.
Fuck it, I'm gonna burn my inspiration too. Okay, that's what we're doing here. My heroic inspiration.
Want this to end.
How many rolls have you done now?
It's like 4.
I've
It's the fourth
done
one.
enough. I've done enough rolls. Oh my god.
We really need to start saying the numbers for poor Hakeem. He's just
He'll-
kind of sitting here listening to us laugh at
Yeah, for poor Nikamon.
or Nikamon.
for
Sorry,
So
we're
that's
sorry.
all misses. It's like his AC is 16. It's not that high.
4 attacks in a row. Hakeem got 14, 11, 12, and 12.
It's almost like stepping into the mausoleum of the follower has cursed you all. Nikomund, it's your turn.
But Nikomund is going to take his maul and he's going to swing it like a golf club at the
If you would
at
like,
the shadow.
you do have the movement to flank.
All right, then I'll flank. And get on the other side of the shadow.
Go for it.
That's a 6 and a 7, so 13.
That was
This shadow's just like ducking and diving, man.
Single-handedly tanking against the whole group. Come on, buddies. Come on.
And
Anything else, Nico?
I think that's it. Nikomon's just kind of like laughing to himself as he misses with the golf club swing, and it kind of throws him off balance a little bit. But that's his turn.
Henrik, buddy.
This ridiculous.
Everybody else is just sort of watching this battle.
At this point,
down.
I'm gonna burn one of my innate sorcery points. If I can find it. Yeah, innate sorcery, I get 2 uses of it a day. Well, for every long rest. So for the next minute, I have advantage on my attack rolls with spells.
Sure.
And we'll see if I can land a hit on this thing and do more than one. So we're going in for a sorcerer's burst with advantage. With a total 20.
Finally, it hits.
And we're going for psychic damage again.
Mhm.
For 4 damage.
All right. Close to death. Close.
Yeah.
Anything
so,
else?
No, that'll do it. Yeah, so nobody else can see it, but there's like a little bit more of a glow that's being hidden. And as I send off another elemental coin towards the target, and then it like strikes it in like its chest, and it was like kind of like a glancing-ish blow. It wasn't the most solid of hits.
Mm-hmm. Back to the bar.
Well, since the mockery hasn't worked out so well, let's just do it the old-fashioned way. I pull out a bow and shoot it.
Finally. Put some effort into it.
It feels like Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3 and trying to use Sacred Flame.
God.
It just doesn't work.
She is so bad.
It's not her fault. They keep saving, okay?
No.
I'm using my inspiration.
So for Nikamon, used a bow and got a 9.
At some point, this shadow's got to level up from this.
There we go, 20 hits.
Yeah, for those in chat, our quote-unquote barbarian, his power is out, so he is just on the Wi-Fi on his phone for tonight.
And you rolled minimal damage.
Yep, a mighty 4. A mighty 4.
How do you want to do this? How do you want to end our collective suffering?
I need to look something up. 1 second.
Come on. Just get snappy.
I'm looking stuff up. So yeah, just sizing exasperation, pulls the bow out, takes his time to like really line up the shot, lets the arrow off. When he watches the shadow disappear, just kind of like shakes his head and goes, "Vaffanculo."
Oh, that means fuck off or fuck you in Italian. I
Well, at
know
least you're
this
aware.
because the Paisone was my grandpa. My grandpa was midman.
I went through and I found a bunch of like things that are appropriate to say and things that are not appropriate to say.
That is how the Italians would say fighting word.
Well, with that, Nikomand and Hakim, you look in front of you. The mausoleum seems to be clear. With your passive perception, Hakim, I'd say you see a glint coming from this pillar out the corner of your eye. But it seems the world has calmed down as the sun sets behind you all.
Is there
So we're out of
anyone?
combat.
Yep.
Yes, we're out.
We have finally finished it.
All right, I'm gonna leave the Nikomand's gonna leave his hammer where it is on the floor, and he's gonna walk over to Fenric, and he's gonna pick him up by the arms, gonna lift him up face high, kind of shake him and say, "That was a mighty joke, a mighty joke. Thank you, I needed that." And I'm gonna kind of slam Fenric down.
Is it?
Fenric, the poor little 3-foot tall halfling's just gonna be like shaking there like a fish as he's being, picked up. He's like, "It wasn't me."
Is it dark in here?
Well, the sun has
Well,
set.
the sun is setting.
I
Thank
would
you.
like
Somebody's paying attention.
to pull out my torch so I can see.
Okay, here you go. Give me a second. There are other lights that start up, but here you go. Anybody else pulling a torch?
I will. I think I have one. Possibly, maybe. Yes, I do.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
if you guys are pulling out torches, I'm gonna still stay on my horse.
I am not proficient in investigation, but I am going to check out this glinty thing. The sparkles.
As you draw closer, you see right at the bottom of the pillar where it would meld into the floor, kind of, there's almost like a section that just, there's like a crack, but it's not an accidental crack. It looks almost man-made, like a secret panel of sorts.
Secret tunnel.
Secret panel. Thank you.
If I push or pull on it, does it move? Like a button or like a lever?
You can try and reach your fingers into that small crack and just kind of pull it open. It's a little bit jammed. It
Yeah.
kind of makes like a slight grinding noise.
Yeah, I'll open it. Ooh.
All right. Inside, you see what looks like a rectangular package. It's lapped in some sort of oilskin or leather. As far as you can see, very dusty. There are some spider webs all around it.
Can I... Is anybody good at checking for trap?
Perhaps?
No.
Not really.
I mean, I could.
I'll kind of walk over to the pillar. And just
I'm
like,
not-
This is where the first one came from, the bony one.
I'm not bad at it. But it's not my strongest suit.
Fenrir,
I have a plus
you remember
2.
this one? Yeah, go for it. You remember seeing the scrolling on this pillar, reading a certain line?
Wait, is it investigation or perception for traps?
Whichever you go with, I'll tell you an according result. So if you investigate,
Well, I investigated. I rolled the 10, and it would be disingenuous to go back on that.
good. Because
Well,
it doesn't seem
isn't Derek helping you?
Oh,
It would probably be better if Derek just looked for himself.
Oh, okay.
Well, let Derek tell us what he decides to do.
You guys just jumped ahead. You didn't let me say anything. Yeah, let's start just by like looking to see if there's anything that appears trap-like.
It's very descriptive.
Thank you. Yes.
That was the wrong button. This one is the button.
I investigate for traps by looking for something like a trap.
Well, he asked, does anyone know how to find traps? I kind of do.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Oh, nice.
Better than me.
Oh, right. So you see kind of Hakeem just sort of looking around, and you're like, amateur.
I'm just
And
poking
you know
it.
exactly. Yeah, he is just poking it. He's sort of like thick-fingered about it. But, Derek, you have that finesse. You realize that it's not trapped. The specters are probably the thing that meant to keep this thing safe anyways.
Okay. So just kind of like leans over and watches Hakeem doing it and goes, I would put a finger there. Nope, not there. Nope. A little more left. Yep, there you go. Now you can lift it up.
The lid, Patrick, the lid. Okay, I will pull it out. And you said it's wrapped in like kind of like an oilcloth?
Mhm.
Just very carefully pulling at the strings and looking at what is inside.
Okay. You see, it looks like a book. It seems rather old in comparison. There's a little bit of dust that you shake off right from the edges of the pages. It looks to be a tome with a almost like faded dark blue cover, and there's some silver writing on the front of it that you can't make out what it is.
I can't make out what it is.
It's not in the language, you know.
Got it.
Apparently, my horse is stuck on a wall somewhere,
Oh dear.
and
Shivering.
I'm not technically on a wall. So
There you go. Be free.
yeah, I just want to like, fuck.
Go
me.
into the mausoleum with your horse.
No, I'm just gonna step up.
Okay.
I'm going to take
I
the
just
No,
have
not
the
in the
image
mausoleum.
of walking forward and getting stuck on an invisible wall, like in an MMO. It happens all the time.
I just want to be able to like step up and look, but this overhead tile is pissing me off. So
Sorry.
You just have to
I'm
hover
still
over.
I'm still on my horse, but
You have to
I don't wanna
hover
have to
over the
hover.
inside. Yeah.
I know.
No
But every time I
horse.
move my freaking cursor, it comes off, and it's pissing me off.
But it looks good. So
It does look good. It does.
Disinspiration. I'm gonna make disinspiration a thing. It took me really long time to figure out tiles for this. It's fine. It's great.
No,
No.
the tiles are fine. It was great for the combat. Just like when we're standing here and I'm trying to focus, I can't, and then I need to like look at things and fuck.
I will fix it in the future.
It's all good.
All right. So you have the tome in your hands. What do you want to do?
Mr. Fancy Man, you speak a lot. You speak this language, and I'll give Derek the book.
do I recognize the language?
What languages do you speak?
Arabic, German, Latin.
How do I speak more languages than our bard?
Again, none in anything that you know.
Mongolian Kuman?
Nope.
Name languages. Does
I've got
anybody know?
Arabic, Mongolian, Latin, and Greek. The ancient Greek or whatever.
Ancient Greek. No.
Yeah. No.
Mm-mm.
I think Nikamon speaks Russian, Arabic, and Mongolian, I think.
Let me check for you. Again, none in any language that you can read. I would say. Who has Arcana proficiency?
I do.
Fenric, are you proficient in Arcana? Okay. You recognize this language might be some sort of shorthand, some sort of magical cipher of sorts. Like, you know how wizards write their spells, etc.,
Ooh,
etc.
fancy.
Let me see it for a moment. It looks somewhat familiar. So I'll ask for the book. I don't know who actually has it at the moment.
Hakeem passes it to you.
I gave it to Derek, but yes.
Oh, they just shows me. Oh, it gets passed over.
Okay. Then, as I take it, I will try to start figuring out letters and words and things. And then, you said I remembered the phrase that was on the pillar.
Mhm.
I don't exactly remember that. What
Do you
did
want me to
it say
repeat it?
again? Can I look at
Okay,
it?
the Pillar 3 reads in Arabic, Kutham, which you know is known to be Kutham ibn Abbas, which is one of the followers of the Prophet Muhammad. So you assume that
Mhm.
this mausoleum is dedicated to this guy, this follower. And it says Kutham wished to be one with the shadows. He wanted to be unseen and find peace in solitude from time to time. And he received it. It's in very beautiful calligraphy etched into the stone pillar.
So the Kitham guy got turned into a specter. As I look at it, and then I'll point it out to everyone else. And there's this funny phrase on the pillar. I guess this Kusam guy became the skeleton dude.
Nikomon will look disappointed and look at Fenric and just say, "So this wasn't your joke?"
I wish I had that kind of ability. But for now, give me a moment. I want to try to understand this. And then, do you want me to roll an Arcana check
Sure.
to try to decipher
The
something about
book?
the book?
I would say it will take you a bit of time, but let's just see how much time it takes you. So go ahead and roll
Okay.
Arcana. If anybody wants to help, you can
Can
do it
I?
with
Yeah, he
advantage.
can. I'll help. I am the helper monkey. If you're doing something, I will help you with it.
Friendship.
Natural
Oh,
20.
nice.
25.
Okay. You take a second, keeping that phrase that you read off the pillar in your mind, and you look back at the book, and the words almost seem to shift into something that finally makes sense almost in an instant. It's like you get it, and you feel a little bit of warmth coming from that eye of yours that's slightly different from the rest of your face. And it's almost like the knowledge just permeates into your brain somehow that this is a magical tome. It contains a single use of a spell, and you connect the dots. It probably has something to do with helping a person move more stealthily, at least for a period of time.
Okay.
Nice.
So while you're reading the book, Derek just kind of leans over and goes, "That word there, I'm pretty sure says Steve." And Fox hates me because I brought Steve into her own world.
So I have
Actually,
no
it
idea
doesn't
what
say
Steve
Steve.
is.
um, a lot of my NPCs you will find are called some variation of Steve.
Stephanie.
Okay.
Stephanie.
Yeah, there was Steven, Stefan, Stephanie, a couple horses that were Steve Yock. A couple horses
Oh
were
my
Stefan
god.
and Stefan. One of them kicked Fox's character in the chest and sent her across the ship. Etienne is the French version of Steve. And I jokingly say that I do it because it's a conspiracy, Steve.
How dare you bring it into my world, Ethan? But no, it does not say Steve. It says Steve. All right. Well, Aryan, you see, Shiren's ears kind of flick back as if hearing something.
I will very quickly spin around with my bow drawn as I'm like standing here.
Be at peace, fierce lady. It is I. Not that
That
you've
is
asked my name, but it
not.
is Aslan.
That
It's
is
the
not a.
smarmy guy.
That is not. Fear not. I don't like you.
Well, at least you are frank, eh? I see you are a capable bunch. You have managed to. He'll try and peeks over Gala to see what y'all are doing in the mausoleum.
She's not Gala anymore. It's your fault.
Shirun. She peeks over. Starting to see why DMs do TPKs. He peers over
Sorry.
Shirun's flank to try and spot and see. I see you are alive. Still alive. It's quite a feat.
Obviously.
You sound a little surprised.
Well, yes, most people don't make it out, but you are different. Obviously. Perhaps there's something I can hire you for. A trade of sorts. You do something for me, I do something for you.
I mean, you mentioned that, and I gotta say, that robe you're wearing, it's seen better days.
Thank you. But that is not what I meant by trade. I'm thinking more of employing your services. You're a
Have you
talented
seen any
witch.
merchant with a cult? I'm just
A merchant with a colt. Well, my memory is faint. I mean, there are many merchants that pass by here. They have horses of many varieties. I do not know which specific one you're looking for, but perhaps with a trade, my memory could jog itself.
you're one of those.
A businessman, yes.
And then I put my bow on my back, cross my arms, and just glare at him. As Shirun's ears are constantly pinned and she's like itching to get at him.
Alright, I see I am not exactly welcome here, but you can ask around if you like. There's
Is your
nobody
mask
else that
still
can help you get in the city.
What was job you had?
Finally, someone who's polite and respectable. It is a simple matter of transporting some boxes. Nothing incredibly difficult.
Do I feel like he's offering us a job on the up and up, or is this kind of a, behind closed doors kind of deal? I can
Insight
roll on.
check.
Perfect.
I am inciting the shit out of this asshole.
Go for it.
I'm not good at it, but I'm inciting.
I have a +5. I could roll. Oh,
While
I
they're
got an
having that
11.
conversation, I'm still
Mhm.
tucked away right behind the pillar. So I'm going to put the book away in my pack, making sure that the other guy can't see it before I start walking out.
I've added it to your sheet.
Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Or
Hey, thank you.
Gesundheit.
I'll take either one. Let's see, where are we? Insight check. You don't trust this guy as far as you can throw him. You can throw him fairly decently. He's a sleazy type. There's no way he's engaging in any sort of behavior that is beneficial to you. Hakim, you get a slight bit more into his demeanor. He is resourceful, and he did mention, getting into the city.
How many boxes and what are in the boxes?
Well, it is 3 boxes. Not that. God damn it! I keep copying your accent. It is 3 boxes. Very easy to transport for a big guy like you, I'm sure. Although you are not allowed to know what's inside. Just how the client wants it. They cannot be opened, and I would really recommend not opening them. He said there might be, well, unpleasant surprises if you do.
Where are these boxes going?
He looks very pointedly at the city behind you.
To Samarkand. But the city is closed, so unless you
Like
know
I
no
said,
other way inside.
I am a man of means. I can get most of you inside, although the horse might be a problem.
I'm sure you could figure it out.
That is not a problem of mine so much as it is a problem of yours. Can it swim?
Yes.
Maybe not as
Nikamun
big
will
as
turn to Hakim and say, "Horses can swim?"
It's one of my favorite pastimes.
Have I
From
ever
real life,
I was
actually.
gonna say, is that coming from Arian or is that coming from Amber?
Both.
me.
This sounds like a both.
I'm swimming on a horse.
That sounds awesome. I've never done it. I've
Yeah.
ridden,
It's
but I've never swum with a horse.
swimming on a horse that can swim is awesome. Swimming on a horse that can't, very scary. I've done both.
In Russian, back to Nikomand, is something I have heard has happened, but I have not seen myself.
Nigma just nods.
Well, I suppose you will want to rest up. It's a long journey, yes? I will leave you to it. I will not hold this offer for long, though I will tell you. There are many people eager to get into the city, and I simply need capable hands.
How
So,
much?
question.
Yes, dear.
If we accept this job, you open up your memory about if you've seen the merchant with a colt, and you give us water.
I can give you a discount on the water. About the cult, I will be honest with you. As a show of good faith, yes? There, you're gonna have to be more specific. I mean, horses. Samarkand has a great horse market. I can point you in the direction of that if you're looking for a horse. But a specific horse, I
would
do not pay much attention.
very specifically describe. I would very descriptively describe my colt. I don't have it drawn up right now.
I can very succinctly tell you that I have not seen it pass through Shaizinda. Perhaps it went into the city a different way or somewhere else. I have been in the Necropolis for a while. I have not seen any baby horses come through. That much
Thank
is
you.
for certain.
You don't have barrels for horses.
Barrels, I can scrounge up one, I suppose. You would like water? A place to rest? I
Yes.
recommend the inn. It is right nearby here. The Kurumeshe.
So you recommend which? You kind of broke up there.
The inn. The Kurumeshe, the dry oak. It is a good place to rest your head if you have nowhere else.
And what kind
There's
of
Here in the
an inn
Necropolis.
in the Necropolis?
Yes, there's a lot of people. Some of them have money.
And what kind of fee can we expect for this transportation job, other than some water?
Fee.
Fee? I mean,
I
you
will
do
not
not
be
expect us to
paying
do this
you.
for free.
Will not be paying you, my friend. I will give you access and guide you myself through this path into the city. It is not an easy path. In return, I will not charge you for showing you the way. You simply have to do me this favor. Equal exchange, yes.
So he's going. Fenric is going to be stroking his beard just like I do.
Sure.
As he contemplates this for a moment.
If I may, you say it's an equal trade, but if this is something that needs to be brought in, I'm assuming to the city without being detected by city guards or city officials, and we are the ones carrying those items, all of the risk is on us. It's not on you. So I don't believe that is an equal trade. And I think a little more compensation would be in order.
Yes, bargaining. My friends, I offer you a way into the city that nobody else knows about. I show you the location, I guide you myself. In return, you simply deliver these boxes to the locations they need to be delivered. I will not offer you money to carry that.
My friend, I've dealt with the type of entrances you've talked about many times. I assure you, you're not the only one that knows.
Make a persuasion
Nikomund will.
check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go for it, Nico. What you were saying?
Well, Nikamon will speak up and say, but he is the only one who knows that we know.
18.
All right, let me do a private roll for myself.
Fancy.
He has a knowing look in his eye, and he seems firm in his stance. Despite your honeyed words, Azrael.
Yeah.
I would suggest you listen to your friend there. Time is ticking. And you will not be the only capable people to pass through here.
I
can wait.
personally need to get into the city to find my colt. And if you're going to give me water from my horse and myself, then I am happy.
I'm going to slip around. Shirun,
Shirun,
I'm gonna
who
slip around
gives a
Shirun.
little nip this far away from you.
Okay. I will just kind of like duck my head real quick as I go by. and just, but my friend, it just a, we have already made this place safer for you. I mean, don't you see? We already took care of the danger here. So
He
why
gets.
don't you just give us a little bit of a helper's fee, shall we say?
He's gonna get down on one knee and look at you as close in the eye as he possibly can and say, my friend, this is not a bargain. It is simply a trade. This is my offer. Take it or leave it.
Everything is a bargain. Right now, you are bargaining your services for us to take boxes into the city for a service. Everything is a service. All I ask is money for the night to stay at the inn.
No.
I think that sigh was from Fox, not from the character.
Come
How
on.
many checks you want to make? This guy's not budging. He says, the night is long. I must be on my way. I have a long day tomorrow.
Where shall we meet you?
You can tell my minions when you decide, yes? I would say we would need to leave early in the morning, before the sun rises. Say 4 a.m.
Okay.
Once he leaves, I would look at the others and go, I'm going. Not that you can see my facial expression because I haven't removed my mask yet.
Your mask is still down. Yep.
Yeah, my mask is still down.
Hakeem was just kind of
She's
standing
hiding.
there, arms crossed, and he'll go, I'll go with you.
Wonderful. I do like you.
I like you too. Lot of action, not a lot of words. I appreciate that.
You have a problem with words?
They get long-winded.
We have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you speak, eh?
Oh, that's
Nikamon,
good.
Nikamon
I
will
don't
look
have a comeback
around the
for
group.
that.
That's
Sorry, what's Nikamon saying?
And Nikamon will look around the group with a gleam in his eye and say, you guys are exciting. I'm going.
I like him. He's optimist.
well, as long as the horse does not try to eat me, I do not mind going in.
She is Shirun. She enjoys playing. She won't actually bite you unless I tell her to. But she likes to make you
Her
dance.
bite is my head, so.
And then the horse reaches down and chomps this far away from you.
Again.
Yeah.
Like,
Very specific. Unless you move, it's this far away from you.
I will reach into my pack and pull out a little snack, a little like there wouldn't be an apple or anything nearby.
You have maybe some dried apricots.
Yeah, I'll pull out some dried apricots and kind of cautiously hold it out for Sharu.
Yeah, her ears prick forward. She sniffs it and very daintily pulls it off of your hands with her lips, and you just feel these very gentle whiskers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, feeding.
And her nose is super soft.
Aw.
Yes, they are very much so.
Well, it is getting late and we must travel early in the morning. Should we go to inn?
Yes,
need
I
some
need
rest.
that water for my horse.
Yeah, I'm still like clutching my chest from where the specter did the Kalima, and you can tell like I'm feeling like out of breath and just kind of like shoulders are slumped.
Can I reach
At
down
least-
and put you on my horse behind me?
It's not a heck of a lot I could do to stop you.
Yeah, I just reach down with a little bit of a sigh, reach down, plop you behind me, and Shirun looks around at you and like nuzzles your foot for another little bit of apricot.
I'll reach out and give her another some more apricot.
Yeah, she takes it. She's a
Hug
mooch.
comes carrying a small
I
barrel of
appreciate
like
it.
water and says, "Yeah, Boss Aslan says gift investment of sorts."
Just right here, please. At right here. And she kind of just like points.
He puts it down on the ground and he gives like a long look at Fenric and he says, "My condolences, little friend." Then he steps away.
Is Hakeem still injured?
Hakeem is slightly above half. Just more looks like he's had a good fight, but not on death's door or anything. I'm not too worried about it.
Well, then Nicomon will come up to Hakeem and say, "That was some mighty punching," and then it'll like do a playful punch on his shoulder, and you heal 9 points.
Everyone take a little sip of water. The rest is for Shirun. As I like hop off, grab a little bit of water, pass some to Fenric, since he's up there.
Yeah, I'll take it and take a sip and just kind of go.
Once the sun has fully set, cold of the desert finally starts to kick in, and even Shirun is slightly uncomfortable.
Mhm.
There seems to be a wind
because it
blowing.
switches fast.
Which direction is the inn?
You don't know.
Oh shit!
We never got directions. He just said to go.
Didn't he gesture? Like, yeah, I suggest you can bullshit.
You didn't pay attention.
He gestured to the Samarkand, but not to the inn.
Wheel.
Shirun's gonna drink the water if nobody else does.
I'll take a
She
drink.
goes right now.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'll take some.
We'll say everybody takes a drink. You get a nice, refreshing little cup of it. What would you like to do?
With
We're
I'm
gonna
riding-
find out where the inn is.
Yeah, I'm sitting on a horse, so my mobility is 0.
Mr.
Yeah, I hop
Tux,
back
You
on the
asked.
horse.
Mr.
Yeah, I hop back on the
Tuxalot,
horse.
can you find us in and negotiate price?
At this point, like you see, Fenric's left eye just like, ooh. It's like hearing the words negotiate just like perks me up a little bit.
I'm gonna regret having so many fucking merchants in my group, huh?
So who were you asking
I was
to
talking
negotiate?
to the guy who talks a lot, which is the bard.
Okay. Because there's like 4 voices at the same time.
Sorry.
I guess
I realize
can-
we have 3 charisma casters in this group. A lot of words, not a lot of smarts.
Actually, my intelligence is not bad.
Neither is mine.
Yeah, my
but it's not
my
great.
intelligence is just above average.
I bet we all put a 14 in intelligence.
No, I did
Nope.
12.
Oh, I think I have.
I put 12.
Fine, I'll go ask about the inn.
Oh, I have 14.
So, ask then.
And he is like clearly in the middle of eating his dinner, and he is like has a spoon of some sort of stew in his mouth. And he looks up at you. Yes.
Just a question, and then we'll be out of your hair. From what I understand,
Still in the morning.
we will do this job for you, and we will forego any payment for it. But we would like to know where this inn is you refer to.
He takes a spoon and just points north. It is the Necropolis is really not that big. It's right north.
This
Past
motherfucker.
you will see graves. Unmarked graves, not the ones in the cemetery.
We're gonna see graves in a necropolis. That's astonishing.
Unmarked graves, not like the cemetery. Let a man finish speaking as you interrupt his dinner. You will see it.
2 ears, 1 mouth.
Fairly big.
That's gonna become a thing now.
Every
It's just
time
so
somebody
good.
says it, Hakim's just standing in the background, arms crossed, and he nods his head.
Hakim approves.
So north past the unmarked graves. Is there any identifying features of this building we should be looking for?
It is a big inn. There's lots of light, noise, and a sign that says Kurumeshe. Dry oak. It's
Kurumeshe.
the only inn here. You will not miss it.
God, this is funny.
I'm sure we've got a talent of missing important information.
Well, with the way you stumbled into the one dangerous place in here, I would say yes. He
Nicola was
sips our
saying, I walked in, not stumbled.
We
That
go
makes it
north.
worse, my friend.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
As we're going, Nikomon would just like to look for like a piece of junk wood, trash wood, just on the ground somewhere.
Branch wood on the ground, sure. Let's say you find how big of a piece are you looking for?
Just something I can carve on. Like something I can whittle. That's what I'm looking for. And it doesn't even have to be a good piece, just something cast off that's just sitting on the ground.
Yeah, it's not difficult to find a scrap of wood among
Alright.
the refuse and the rubble.
Right. And
Guys,
as we're riding
head
along, well,
north.
yeah, I say we because I'm on the back of the horse. As we're going along, I'll take out some more apricot, like a good little handful, and just bring some up over to first you, Arian.
Okay.
You just
I would
I'll
happily
offer you
munch.
some apricot, and then I'll start handing out, like, put anybody around who just would anybody like some apricot?
Yes, that sounds nice.
Snack for you. Snack
Thank
for you.
you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
My name is Fenric. Who are you all? I know the kind horse lady. Her name is Arian. And then my tall friend over there with the great big maulin who likes to shake people about. That is Nikomon, I believe. Who are the rest of you?
Nikomon smiles and nods his head.
As I'm handing out the apricots, just who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
I am Hakim Al-Jabri. I am from...
Good to meet you.
Where am I from? What was the town we talked about right before this? Because I didn't.
Baghdad?
Isfahan.
No, it wasn't Baghdad.
No, I
Isfahan.
made my way here from Baghdad. Esfava?
Sorry.
Isfahan.
Isfahan.
Yeah, Isfahan.
I am from Isfahan. Isfahan. And I am exploring.
good to meet you. Seeing as we all went through some whatever the heck those were, feel like we can be friends now.
Yes.
I'm always looking for friends. You can just call me Derek.
Well, good to meet you, tall, talkative man. I am Fenric Luminarch.
Didn't think Derek was a hard name, but okay.
No,
Right.
it is not.
I ride up to the innkeeper and like the person up front. As Fenric is like talking, I just ride us away.
Me!
Sure.
It
Um,
is good to meet you. We will talk later.
Fenric, you
Um,
need to sleep.
That's true. Okay, so as you exit the northern part of the cemetery, you see in the distance a couple of look almost like ramshackle graves. Now they're distinct in one way that catches the attention of anybody who has spent a significant amount of time, especially in this region. You notice that unlike all the proper graves and tombstones in the cemetery, which are all aligned to face a certain specific way, these unmarked ones seem to be scattered haphazardly as a cat blesses our presence. And you see a small hut. Doesn't look very inn-like, but you see an older man with like a turban and sort of gray overwear that's kind of sweeping the front of his yard. And you hear slightly more rambunctious sort of noises coming from the left, as there's a larger building in that direction.
Like over here.
Right. So I believe the inn is death away.
All right.
Follow the sound of the party.
The old man looks up, watches you all go, continues sweeping, goes into his house.
Didn't realize there would be houses here. Okay, and then I walk off.
It does seem strange to you. You haven't seen structures, but this one seems to be habitable. You do notice there seems to be no tents or, like, makeshift shelters in this area. As if people avoid it. You can keep going until you come to the building.
So this is the inn?
You see a fairly decently sized structure. It is kind of a wooden, ramshackle sort of built building. It's leaning slightly crookedly, almost like everything else in this place. It's a little bit unwelcoming. And you see there is a guard of sorts that stands in front, and he has a rusted breastplate, and he's holding a yatagan, a type of short sword almost, that looks rather shiny in comparison to his breastplate, which looks more used. And he's like standing in front, watching, and he sees you all approach.
There's no, like, stables or anything, is there?
Not that you can see. You do see, like, almost makeshift, like, fences have been, like, cobbled together. There's maybe, like, one donkey that's just grazing a little bit at the side on some bushes that are growing in the corner.
Can I ask the guard, I would take my mask off. Because I don't necessarily want to intimidate him. This area here, can I put my horse in there so she can have a rest?
He sort of looks at you, and then he points inside. He sort of does a couple of hand gestures when he points inside.
Can I hand gesture back? Using sign language? And ask him if he understands that?
His face visibly brightens, seeing that you understand some of what he was saying. And he says, probably, but you have to ask the owner.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And I will dismount, tell Gala to just hang out, which she kind of knows to... Fuck!
The softball
Balance
is
her
winning
fault.
Shirun. She kind of knows to like stay close. She's well trained. I would take the halfling off of my horse because she assumes he doesn't know how to ride. So she just takes him off.
Probably a
And
safe
then-
bet, and also I'm too short to reach.
Yeah. I would on my way past the guard, give him a little pat and pass him a gold and say thank you for your time as I like sign.
He sort of holds you back a little bit and he says, "Are these your friends?"
They're my travel companions that are apparently on the way to becoming friends.
Can they pay?
I believe so. I would turn and say, you lot have money, right?
Yes. And we were all given a little bit of gold. Huh?
Right. I forgot about that. And I'd turn back and say, yeah, they have gold.
Then he accepts the money that you offer him and says thank you, and he lets you inside. Alright, let me bring you all to the map. 1 second.
Booty doesn't like that I challenge his philosophy.
If only you had actually said it when you had the chance.
Yep, but my brain works a lot slower than AI does, so...
What did you say?
Well, he's going on with we have 2 ears, 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we hear. So I asked AI to give me a better answer for that. Said true, but the magic lies in knowing when to use each. A well-placed word can change the course of history when silence only listens to it unfold.
I merely provided where I got the quote from, which is
Epictetus. I know. I'm not saying I'm going to actually say that. I'm just saying, apparently I need to rely on AI for, quick retorts.
Sassy comebacks. Wait, one second. Who is the philosopher again, Booty?
Epictetus? Epic titties. Epic titties. That's right. Died in the year 135 AD. So by this point, his stuff would be, hey, thanks for the follow, Phantom.
He followed for the epic titties.
For epic titties, we got to follow. That's awesome. It's Epictetus.
How could you not follow for epic titties? Let's be honest.
I mean,
He is one of the bigger founding philosophers of Stoicism.
If only you had learned to say his name. But
Epictetus.
yes, you walk in. You walk into this kind of warm, kind of ramshackle. You see there are people milling about. They don't look. They don't dress or they don't act the same as those that are outside. These seem slightly more richer folk, a little more well off, and they seem out of place in a place like this. And you come to the realization that perhaps they are also stuck outside the city, but at least they can find 4 walls and what looks like a bed at least.
as we walk in, Fenric is gonna take a deep breath for a second and just kind of straighten up and just try to hide how crappy he's feeling at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
As we walk in, and there's all the Richie Rich who seem like they may have stoof.
Stew.
Stew.
Yeah,
I don't know about
you never
stew.
know.
It's a stew with like stuff in it, like shoes and.
Well, you never know when there's a good bargain to be had.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll walk up to the bartender and be like, so I guess we can go with companions at this point. We are looking for accommodations, including housing for a horse.
Stabling. She doesn't actually need. She just needs to place to sleep, and have her dinner.
We can provide that. We have a sort of sheltered area. Greetings, by the way. You must be new here. I am Soraya. It is nice to meet you.
Such a pleasure. My name is Derek. And then we've
Well
got
met, Derek.
Fenric, we've got Hakim, we've got Aryun, and the one that's hiding over by the door is Nikomund.
Ah. Yes, all are welcome here, so long as you can pay. I see Corsid let you through, so you must be of decent stature. I can just say this is the safest place here in this necropolis, thanks to his work.
He's a
Everybody is afraid of
fantastic
Corsid.
gentleman.
Indeed, he is.
He's very well spoken.
Ah, yes. He had his tongue cut out by his brother. Fortunate incident. But
Did
he is...
his brother pay?
The war took him before he could have his revenge, though he did swear it. Such is the world.
At least he's gone.
So, a place to rest, I suppose we can spare a big room. We do not have many of the smaller ones, they have been taken. It is quite full around here.
How many can fit within one of these big rooms?
If you squeeze, I think all 5 of you should fit easily.
Okay.
It
And
might not be the most comfortable.
Is there some cushions or something small? I don't need to go lay on the bed.
Ah, yes, we
I
could
can
provide.
fit quite easily in most places, as I.
we fit you into
Our
a drawer?
furniture is mostly patchwork, but I'm sure we can find something.
And
Any-
what will be the cost for this room?
Well, for the 5 of you, let's say 3 gold pieces for the night.
Does that include
And I'll
food?
give you dinner.
I'm going to walk up a little bit.
That includes food.
Yes.
And for Shirun,
We
does
can
her lodging
find
include
some
food
grain.
as well?
We can find some grain for her, I'm sure.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So you say
does-
3 gold
does the
for the. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, does the 3 gold include Shirun, or is she extra?
Yes,
For
that was my question.
for the grain, it might be a little bit extra.
Yes,
Perhaps
so you say
3 or 4 silver.
I do
I would-
have a question for you. I'm sure you heard the shrieking coming from the mausoleum earlier tonight.
So that was you.
that. Yes.
Yes, so
We've made this place safer for everybody.
and my question
I'm sure you have.
is, since that threat has been eliminated, what say you throw the grain for the horse in free of charge?
You seem certain it is eliminated.
Very much so. It is very difficult to come back from ash.
Unless it regenerates after being killed.
I highly doubt that. But
They did explode.
Has
pretty
anyone
much so.
claimed to defeat it before?
Not that I can remember. Usually they avoid it once they hear it is bad luck and haunted.
Well, see, I did not know that, and I walked in anyway.
Ah,
But
so you are the type to
danger
leave
is-
without looking.
Yes, but the danger is not defeated.
Well, sure. Why not?
Most gracious. That is most
Well-
gracious of you. Thank you, thank you. And I'll hand
Well,
them a
it
little
means-
bit of dried apricot.
More customers will stay for a little bit of longer time.
I
It
would
is late at
tap the
night.
bar and say thank you so much, turn around, and go take care of my horse.
All
Give her-
right.
give her a
reach into,
Good rub down.
reach into a pocket, pull out the 3 gold, lay it on the counter. Appreciate doing business.
She swipes it up elegantly and said, "I will have your food right out. Please make yourself comfortable."
Nikoman will
key.
go up to the bar. We'll say,
Mhm.
"What kind of ale do you have?"
Ale, my friend. Well, I do not think we carry much ale. We have some. Here's the part in D&D where I have to think. 13th century ale. What do they have? We have some wines left over. We have a couple of bottles. They are on the pricey end, she says, clearly looking you up and down. We could also do tea. Warm you up from the cold.
Nikomon just looks disappointed.
Well, how much is the wine?
Well, let's find out. I have a good bottle from Baghdad, actually, for about 5 gold pieces. I can give you the whole bottle, I can give you a cup for less.
I look over at Nico and, well, how much do you feel like drinking to celebrate your victory, my friend?
Nikomon will just sit there and think and go, I don't think I've ever had wine before.
Well, let us start off with a cup.
And he'll reach into his bag and find as much silver pieces as he can at the bottom, jingling around.
Well, how much is a cup?
I would say, let's say 2 silver. I have no idea how money works, so 2 silver it is. That's Fox, the DM, saying that.
Yeah, no, it's...
There is in the equipment part of the PHP, there's a set, like if you go far enough down, there's like
Prices. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, give me a second.
Sure.
Also, my understanding for party here is in Muslim faith, you're prohibited from drinking grape-based alcohols. So it would very likely be more prevalent to find like grain beer.
or like plum wine or something.
Yeah, or plum wine.
Apple,
There was
wine.
wine. Yeah, wine was common, but it's not made from grape. Or if it is, it's been imported and would be at a premium.
Yeah.
Because there's
Okay.
not a lot of
It's
people
5 gold.
ordering it. Same with the whole water thing. I spent a long time researching water rights. It's actually very common in this era, like to either pay a fee when you enter the city, or in smaller areas like this where control is less centralized. It's just part of dealing business to purchase water in the desert.
But it still feels wrong coming from a guy coming from a river delta.
Hakim.
Yeah, or from the steps, like
That's,
what?
Yeah.
Hakim is used
Yeah,
to
so
it.
that's...
Well, I'd say 5 gold for an average bottle, 10 gold for really like fine wine, from what I can see here.
So, a gold piece of cup?
Sure. And it's a generous pour.
Nikomon will spend an inordinate amount of time digging through his full pack, trying to find a gold piece floating around in it somewhere.
That he threw inside.
Okay, my
yeah,
friend.
okay.
I'll hand them 2 gold. Because I'll take a cup for myself.
Okay, remember to take it off your sheets.
Yep.
She will pour you to... They're not in wine glasses, it's more of
No.
wooden tankards, but
How much for the tea?
the tea is 2 copper pieces.
I don't want to convert my gold to copper. I'll stick with my water. Just down my water skin.
Are you sure, my friend?
She gives you a cup of tea
Thank you.
together with the dinner you already paid for. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It is a nice herbal tea. Quite sweet, actually. Strong.
Now,
too.
how well would you say this wine pairs with this dinner?
Not well at all.
Oh,
It's, they're scrambled. They've scrambled together what they can. Okay, this dinner is a hearty stew. The wine is wine. I don't know how you want to describe wine. I hate wine. Tastes terrible.
I agree. We are twins.
Just haven't had the right
A lot
wine.
of... Yeah,
We-
there's a lot of wines, and I haven't really found one that's like, this is the wine.
Nope.
Yeah,
We
we
are
also
tw-
don't
I
have the money
really
to go
haven't-
wine tasting.
We are
so-
twinning
Yeah,
so hard. birthday twins.
You just gotta go for like a good Chardonnay, which I have a feeling we're not gonna find out. And what do you mean no?
No. Wine is disgusting.
I
I
have,
would like
to
so
call
my
the
grandparents
sommelier
made
over.
wine. My
Nice.
grandparents had wine made, like, local, and it was a red wine, but it was more like a purpley red. It was so freaking good. And I hate wine, but it was, like, so sweet.
See, if it was
Ah.
sweet, I might get into it. But the ones I've
My
had are
favorite
all
wine is honey wine because it's mead.
Mm.
I love a good mead.
Well, mead's not technically wine.
It's a honey wine. You can look it up. I will fight you.
all
on
right.
it.
All right.
Mead
We can
pre-exists
discuss
wine.
the intricacies
No, it's okay.
of medieval alcohol beverages later. Would y'all like to turn in for the night? There's not much else going on.
Yeah,
unless
no,
there's
I'll,
something
I'll,
y'all
I'll
wanna do.
finish up
eat.
eating, and then find our way to the room.
As I'm sipping my gross wine, I would like to start whittling a horse out of the wood I have.
Okay. Do you have woodcarver's tools?
No, I've got a dagger.
Well, just give me like a dexterity, which is you have a +2.
That would be a
Just
4
double
plus
check.
2.
6. You cut your thumb a little bit. It's the wood is slightly harder than you're used to. It seems a bit dry, a little bit resistant. Might blunt your knife a little bit. It's not very
I'll keep
cooperative.
practicing.
So
Sure.
you said our room would be cramped.
Yeah.
How many
There is-
beds are in it?
There are 3 beds,
Seeing
and there is
three
one what could pass as it's like a ottoman couch that
seeing
Fenric
seeing
could
that
fit
Yeah, I'll probably be
Hakeem-
going for the little couch because I don't need a big space.
Hakeem will just roll out his bedroll on the floor and lay down and just pass right out.
I'm probably not sleeping in the room. I'm outside with Shirun. She curls up. I put my bedroll on between her legs and cover both of us with our blankets.
Derek
Alright.
walks through the room, like posts each bed to find out which one is the most comfortable. Uses that
They
one.
are all equally uncomfortable.
Yeah, but there's one that's like a little less, maybe. It's
You
got
can convince yourself.
like an extra centimeter of like straw for it.
Sure.
It's like, oh, this is why I wanted
More
to
of
get
the
into
chuff
city.
instead of the hard.
At least
That's
it's decently warm. There's no draft coming in, and it's dry and kind of neat. There's no extra dust or sand piling up, so y'all have the chance to take a long rest. Unless there's anything anybody wants to do, mingle around, ask questions.
As I lay down, he is just crashing, going to sleep because he is out of it.
All right.
And he is leaving his half mask on.
Gotcha. I'll do a long rest for Nikoman. Everybody else, do the same
Yep.
for yours.
Nikamon takes off his leathers, but still somehow the bed is just filthy after he gets into it.
There's just flakes of mud and blood and
I'll just add for flavor context. Whatever time we all agree to get up in the morning, I get up about an hour before that. And then I'll do my morning jog around the Necropolis, my 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats.
nice.
Okay, I'll say you do your warm-ups first, and then as you go for a jog around, you pass by really the wee hours of the morning, nobody else is awake. Give me like a perception check, just a real quick one. Just as you're jogging around.
Oh. 18.
Okay, not bad, not bad. As you're jogging around, once in a while you catch movement. It looks as if people it's not just once, they're distinctly different bodies. Some are larger, one seems to be almost childlike. You swear you catch them almost passing by in the corner of your eye.
And then you pass by the small little hut you saw, and you see the old man is also up early, and he seems to be doing some activities, tending to the graves, or doing some prayers.
I'll approach the old man.
Okay. Let me just activate that scene. How do you approach him? He's just there, busy doing his things.
As I'll just kind of seeing him sweeping and doing stuff, kind of like slow up my jog as I walk up and like a good distance away. Hello. I guess that would be in Arabic, because I'm assuming that's most likely the language he speaks.
Yeah, he just looks up at you and he grunts in acknowledgement. Just nods his head, goes back to what he's doing.
You have found the BBEG. What do you do next?
Would you like any help with your chores? It seems you work a lot.
I can handle it, young man. I have been doing this job for a long time. You are new here, yes?
Yes. I am from Isfara. Isfahara? Shoot.
Isfahan.
Isfahan.
One day, buddy, one day you'll get it.
I'm never gonna get it. Isfahan.
Mm-hmm.
Though I've been all over.
You must have been. Most people avoid this corner of the Necropolis. They leave me in peace.
Am I disturbing you?
Yes, but it is a welcome change, I guess.
What is it that you do here?
I am a priest. I tend to the graves, those of the respected and those of the cursed. He nods at the unmarked graves.
The cursed. What is this curse?
It is more of a saying. If you have traveled around, you know, these graves, they do not face the direction of Mecca. They do not face Qibla. There have been stories that whoever buried these men, they did not want them to rest in peace. My job is to recite the Quran and hopefully keep their spirits at ease. What I can. Although, it doesn't always work. You are the ones who awakened the spirit in the mausoleum by disturbing it, yes?
Yes. My friends are hasty. Not always looking before stepping.
The world is not kind to those who do not look before they leap.
I agree. Do you take alms?
Come sit. Alms? We have no need. I get what I need, and I have for a long time. Save your money for those that need it. It seems by the day there are more and more of them. Come sit. Have some tea.
I'll gladly sit and have some tea with this old priest.
Yeah, and he seems very in line with your stoic nature. He also seems very centered, very down to earth, no nonsense kind of guy. And he introduces himself as Ibrahim. And he will answer any questions that you have. If not, he will begin to tell you a little story of the Necropolis.
I'll listen to
have
his
the time.
I'll listen to his story first.
Sure. He tells you of the rumors that go around about these unmarked graves and how they belong to Hashashin, assassins, and that it is said they killed themselves after a deadly mission many, many years ago. And they were buried here. The people feared them, hated them. As you can see, there are a lot of them. As you look over these mass graves, almost, it gives you a sense of unease, especially when you can see, as you're sitting and looking with your back to his house, you can see on one hand the untidiness and the haphazardness of the unmarked graves, and then you see how neatly, how respectfully the rest of the dead are interred inside of the, close to the mausoleum, I mean. It kind of gives you like a dichotomy that you sense.
These Hashashin. Have you seen them before?
Seen them. No, I only found them after they did what they did. May Allah have mercy on their souls, but I do not think the people will.
And what is it that these
No, I
ones...
have not.
What is it that these ones did?
The Hashashin that followed their leader, the notorious Hassan, they killed people, they sowed fear. I do not know what mission it was that they did to earn such treatment, but I just found the bodies. I tended to them, along with the help of some others. It is not in my nature to ask, simply to do. You show wisdom for one young.
I had a good teacher.
Those are rare to find.
He is, or was, good man. I do not know if he is still alive. That is way of life.
Indeed it is. Thank you for taking a moment with an old man. I have work to be done.
Thank you for sharing your story. And then I'll jog back to the inn.
Leave in peace.
When you get back, I'm already starting to saddle my horse.
It is getting close to the time where you would meet Aslan.
I'm getting up and I'll try to find like a wash basin or something a little bit so I can like just splash some water on my face.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take my like is there like a wash basin or something like in the room or
You could find like a small bowl with a little bit of water and a washcloth.
okay. I'd just look around real quick, but then I'd take the half mask off for a moment and then just kind of wash my face off real quick. And then before putting it back on.
Well, if Azrael and Nikoman are awake.
Nikoman is just out, sleeping like the
Snoring.
dead. He didn't take a single hit in the battle, and it was great.
Just another day for him.
Yeah, I'll get up around the same time and start making my way downstairs.
Okay. Yeah. So after I wash my face, I'll follow after Derek then. Or I'll
Alrighty.
go over to Nico Man and just kind of shake his shoulder a little bit. Come on, my friend. Time to get up.
And Nikoman just gets up begrudgingly. And the white pillow is now basically black and brown.
I have to run and go help get Zibby into bed because she's refused to go to sleep this whole time. So I'm gonna duck out early, and I will see you guys later.
See you later, buddy.
All right, bud.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Good luck.
Well, as the sky begins to slightly lighten in anticipation of dawn eventually in a couple of hours. You see Aslan is waiting in front of the inn for whenever you all are ready.
So
And he
on
has
my
with
way out,
him... Yeah, go for it.
on my way out of the room, I will turn around and do a little prestidigitation on the pillow to try to clean it up a bit. So
It
it's
goes
not
from a
just
dark shade of brown
completely.
to a slightly lighter shade of brown.
It's like, all right, I helped a little bit. I'm gonna get, and then I'll go. I'm not gonna like try to get everything perfect, but so it's not so bad.
The the guard from last night, is he the guard in the morning too?
He... You don't see him in front this early in the morning. There seems to be nobody else that is up and awake much.
That's fine.
Well, you see Aslan is waiting and he has 3 sort of medium-sized boxes with him that are all labeled with a certain sigil stamped out in front of them, and he says, well, if you are ready, I recommend we go quietly.
Quietly. I wrap Shirun's feet in like burlap sack.
He holds out a hooded lantern and requests that you all put out your torches. We will just say that
Yeah.
he does that.
I'll put
And
out
he
my
sort of
torch.
leads you over to the southern portion. And he just sort of leaves the boxes for you to pick up, whoever wants to pick them up.
Nikamon will pick up a box. When you say medium size, how big is that?
I'm thinking like you can
I'll grab
probably
2
hug it.
boxes.
One in each.
Yep. I'm tall.
They're a little unwieldy for sure. But yeah, he leads the way south to the well, and you see he's walking very carefully. I'd like you all to make stealth checks
Steal.
as you go.
Are we going into
Quick
the well?
question. That would be funny.
I'd like your stealth checks. I will roll for.
All
You
creatures.
can let me know what you roll.
5 plus 4, I think.
Yeah, plus 4.
So 9.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Of course, here I am to ruin things.
Let's see if Derek can save you all.
For reference,
Well,
Nico,
I
I
have
got a
to-
7.
For Shirun with having wrapped her hooves, can I have advantage for her?
Sure. Derek gets a nat 20, which really saves you. Guys, you see him like
man.
turn around and he sort of tells you all where to move. He sort of shuttles back and forth, making sure you all.
Yeah, Fenric is not used to like trying to be like sneaky in this kind of fashion with a big group of people. So he's just doing everything he can to try, but he's just not working. It's still in the morning. He still feels
He's
a little
a
off
jingly little
from
halfling.
the Kali Ma. He's still trying to wake up a little bit. He's just not quite there.
Your hit points would have restored to the normal 18 after a long rest.
Yeah. I just let it go back up to full from the long rest.
Gotcha.
Because I did remember.
Nikamon's holding the box on his belly, and he can't actually see where his feet are falling.
There's a couple pebbles you kick that hit the side of like the grave wall, the fence that surrounds it. But he leads you all to the well that he's in charge of. Well then. In you go. He says,
so
looking
we
at
do
the
have
rest
to
of
go
you.
in the well.
Well.
Yeah.
Well.
What do you mean?
He points to the well, and then he does this, a swimming motion, and he says,
Underwater, or is there...
Is it a tunnel? Or is it an underwater stream?
It is a stream. Just follow me, and you see him tie a
Well,
rope
no,
to.
no. Is there like room to breathe,
Um,
or
I
do we
would
have to
say,
go
okay.
under the water?
Oh.
So there is a point. He tells you there is a point where you have to hold your breath and go underwater.
Fuck.
For how long?
Not too long. I will ask you to roll a con save just to see.
Because my
Ooh,
thinking
but
is about
your
Sharon over here.
horse. The horse.
So
Can
Yeah.
horses hold their breath? That's the question I ask.
This
I mean,
is-
technically they can.
Mhm. I would say roll an animal handling just to see whether Sharon has like the training and the demeanor to remain calm. It's just not for very long, a couple seconds under the water before you can pop back out into somewhere where
Okay.
there's breathable
That's
air.
that's not too
Come
bad.
on.
Then.
No.
Yeah, I think it's more that she doesn't want to go into the well, so I'm going to ride her back to the inn and
Mhm.
pay for her to stay there.
Okay. All
How
right.
long are we going to be gone?
Yeah, how long are we going to be in Samarkand?
It's 4 a.m. in the morning.
Either that actually. Is there like an area where oh no, there's no water anywhere.
Hold on. You said it's not a long time underneath the tunnel, right?
Only a couple seconds.
The only thing... Alright. I have a weird idea. With suggestion. It says... no, I'm not trying to cast a spell. I suggest a course of activity described in no more than 25 words to one creature that I can see, but the creature has to understand me. You talk to Sharon, right?
I mean, she has basic verbal commands.
Is that enough
She-
for a quick,
doesn't-
like, swim
She
and hold
doesn't
breath?
have like
I don't think the horse speaks Arabic.
I've
she
got four.
understands. Yeah.
Well, as you all gather around the well and look down into the impending darkness, and Aslan is just there, hands on his hips, kind of like a, well, there's only one way out, and it's through. You sort of look around and you look at Sharoon. You all sort of start to wonder, what are we going to do? I say we'll end the session here, give you guys some time to think about where we want to go with this.
We can always eat the
and-
horse.
No. That will get you at the
No.
short end of a fucking arrow, man.
Well, I will give you guys some time to think. Maybe you can look for an alternative way, come up with some
Oh.
plans.
I have to look up my Beastmaster stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or Beast Tamer. I'll have to look into that, see if there's anything there.
But
Two
I hope you had
ideas.
fun today. And
Yeah.
thank everybody that's tuned in for as long as we have to watch us. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Buzz?
Quick
Very
reminder for chat. Tune in this Wednesday. We're resuming the Never Chosen campaign.
Rise of the Ever. Yeah. That.
Yeah, Rise of the Ever Chosen is the homebrew campaign that Asriel runs. The party is called the Never Chosen. Level 8 party. That is 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And make sure you go follow our friends over at Quest Accepted D&D. They have a French-made DM coming soon, February 25th. I'll give them another shout out because they've been super accepting and friendly with us.
At 7
Thanks,
p.m.
guys.
Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, we will see you all next time.
Are we gonna try and raid? Are we gonna try that again?
Oh, yeah, we should try and raid. Thank you. I almost forgot.
Thank you for watching.
Stick around. We're going to find
It may
somebody
not
to
work
raid.
again, but we'll see. It didn't work last week.
Well, it could this time. Hang on. Because I did some things to verify our account.
Little kitty
So,
cat in the background.
let's see. We
Well,
got
that actually is not a cat. That is Lola. She is a Rottweiler.
Okay. I thought she was perching. It's just the tail.
No, that's her tail.
Nope.
Here, come here, Lola. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, that's the pretty girl.
Come here. No, come here.
Cutie pie.
Come here. Ugh. The
It's a big
Rottweiler.
sweetheart. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god.
we will check out Sparkles Mandy.
Interesting.
Looks like
Come here.
she's playing some D&D right now. The raid phrase, and for those of you who don't know what that is, that's just something we all say when we jump in, is
Can you like post it so then I can copy and paste it?
yeah, we'll go with I
Go
don't
lay
fucking
down.
somebody Fox, you go. What's the raid phrase? What are we saying when we all jump in there?
Oh god. I'm thinking of something to do with our name.
So the first thing I thought it was pineapple because that's just where my brain went.
You know what? Quest for pineapple. Pineapple quest. I don't know.
Pineapple Quest. There we go. Hang on.
Sure.
Pineapple Quest. We'll add time.
Pineapple!
All right. Let's get this.
Pineapple quest time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And we all just pop in and say this?
Unable to raid. What the heck? Okay. We're going to try one more channel then. Same thing. A potted fern. Please.
Oh, potted fern. I know potted fern.
Nope. It won't let
Save
us
your
raid. Why? Okay.
Oh, thanks.
You're gonna have to
Matt.
like message customer service or something.
Hey, thanks,
Join
Matt.
us
We
next session
appreciate
to
you.
see if we figure
Thank
out how to
you.
rate.
I don't know
Still
why it
ongoing.
won't let us raid on this channel. I've verified it and everything. That's so crazy.
You need to like message them or something. Be like, "Hey, guy."
Yeah, I'm gonna see what the issue is.
Yeah.
It might be that the account's too new.
Maybe.
Possible.
Anyways,
I don't know if there's an age thing on it.
thanks, Matt. Thank you, Quest accepted. Thank you, Mama
Thanks,
Mary,
Matt. Yeah,
Novito, everybody who showed up tonight. We love you all.
everybody checking in,
Support
and I
means
hope
a
you
lot.
guys enjoyed watching our craziness so far.
Hmm.
I promise there will be more, seeing as I have two ideas. I can either try to teleport the horse, or try to suggest the horse to swim,
All right.
Well,
Well,
teleport is a good idea.
we'll figure
because I
that
can
out.
vortex warp.
We'll figure that out next
Yeah.
time. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Yep. See ya.
Bye bye.